Now that I'm running for the governor of Ohio, I've noticed something. And that's, of the three main candidates, I'm the only one that Christmas actually really means something to them. Which is a big deal. Now, I thought maybe I should read some verses from the Bible, but then it just dawned on me, who do I think I am? I'm just a man that wants to do better tomorrow than I did today. I'm not a pastor. This Bible was given to my grandfather in 1933 from his Sunday school teacher, Mrs. Stevens. And my granddad was in World War II in the Battle of Okinawa, and it was very ugly. And he married his high school sweetheart in '45. He graduated in 1950 at the Ohio State University and as a doctor of optometry. And he was a great man and a huge influence on my life. And that family and those that came before us in our American heritage is what matters most to us tangibly on this holy day. So I have something different in store today. We can't bring back the loved ones that are gone. And so many days go by that I just say, I wish my grandparents could have met my daughter. But tonight, I can play you a couple of videos I did with my granddad. One was during Christmas time, and he told some stories of the war. I think I'll actually play that one first. It's a little more sad.
Said Roosevelt died, and then one fellow said, "Who cares? Half of us will be dead tomorrow." And he was right. Reunited, and you talk about crazy odds.
Yes.
I never think anything's impossible anymore.
My grandmother had just passed away, and that was the last year of his life. And it was also during COVID. And I would go to the assisted living home, and I would sit at his window outside and talk to him through the screen. Probably wasn't allowed, but we didn't care. No thanks to a bureaucrat who's also running for governor. But my grandparents had been married 74 years before my grandmother passed away. And they're both residing in Dayton National Cemetery now. The first video is me and him at Christmas. The second one, I hope you enjoy. That was before my grandmother passed away, and they were at an assisted living home together. And I decided to go pick him up for some fun and take him out. And there was a car dealership that a buddy of mine asked the guy who owned it if we could borrow a cool car. So I took my grandfather for a ride in a Lamborghini.
With the bomb on board, and he had one of the keys. You're shaking my guts out.
Feels good, doesn't it?
And we had a lot of fun. And he enjoyed the sounds of the cars and likened it to hearing P-38s flying over. And he told a lot of good stories. So anyway, I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. Enjoy the time you have with your loved ones. That's what we got, guys. Ohio's our home. We're all family. Here's my granddad.
They said Roosevelt died, and then one fellow said, "Who cares? Half of us will be dead tomorrow." And he was right.
So why'd you win a Bronze Star?
Because I stayed and I helped people out. Reunited, and you talk about crazy odds.
Yes.
I never think anything's impossible anymore.
What's up, people? So today we are setting up some holiday decorations for Christmas with my grandfather Clay. For Christmas, you might remember him from ride along in the Lamborghini Gallardo. That was a fun day, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Anyway, Clay has got some stories to tell you guys from World War II, going to Okinawa, getting a Bronze Star, some realizations, and some things to think about and be thankful for at this wonderful holiday time of year. So, you got shipped out.
Yeah, well, it's a long story, but it was the first major battle in WW2 on Okinawa.
Yes.
Next door to the one where the guy Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah, well, the movie was.
We had to attack a mountain.
Yes.
On our right was the sea. On
Yes.
our left was the east.
Before you landed, it was Easter Sunday, wasn't it?
We landed on Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes. And this was on the 9th of April.
And you sent your girlfriend at the time flowers.
Yes.
Why'd you send her flowers?
Yes. Well, anyway,
It was going to be rough.
we set and we were bombarded forever for the Japs, and decided we had to go take the hill. So
How long were you there before this?
before that, I got there the 1st of April, and this was the 9th.
Okay.
So
not
anyway,
long.
on the 9th of April, we decided to attack this mountain. And we got over there, dark, started up the mountain, and terrible battle. My company commander said, wait for me, and I did. We got separated. I was his radio man, but I waited for him. Well, to make a long story short, we had a terrible battle. One of my buddies got killed, but he got the Congressional Medal of Honor because he not only saved a lot of his boys, our guys, but he killed a lot of them. Well, everything went to pot, and they overran us, and we scattered. I got separated from my company commander. I got separated from everybody.
And this is somewhere between Hacksaw Ridge and the sea?
I was between Hacksaw Ridge and the sea.
Kakuzu? Kakuzu?
Kakuzu Ridge. Anyway, I got separated from everybody,
By yourself?
but I found a little spot,
Okay.
and it was back in
Yeah.
a cave what the Japanese used, but they were all up there.
How'd you get separated? Do you remember? It was just...
Well, let me put it this way, if you can use the expression, all of H broke loose.
Understood.
Everybody separated because we were getting overrun.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I found this little niche,
Yeah.
and there was a cave to the Japanese in there,
Yes.
and there was a thing in front that protected me. So I
Like a
sat
rock
there.
or something?
I sat there
Wall?
for that's where
You're waiting.
to see what happened, but I was safe. And here's the thing that was so different. I had a New Testament my mother gave me, and I spent hours reading the New Testament
Yeah.
and polishing my bullets. And what was going through my mind all the time is, I wonder how many of them I'll get before they get me. That's where I was coming from. Later on, when they drove us off, everybody was separated. I looked out and I saw people escaping, so to speak,
Okay.
down the long way.
Was this during a day or night?
This is still daytime, but it was getting
It
late.
was the first day. Okay.
Getting late. So I took off. As I said, I spent my time polishing bullets, wondering about what's going to
You
happen.
went running out there to find your company.
But I took off, and I got down far enough, and they were shooting at me, but it didn't hit me.
Longer range?
They were on top of the hill, and I'm down here almost to the sea, and I'm running like crazy, and I run across a guy's with a fella on a stretcher.
Yeah.
And I grabbed one, I told the one guy, I knew he was not going to make it. I said, get out of here, I'll carry it. So I carried that stretcher.
The one guy who was dragging the stretcher.
There was a guy on the stretcher.
Was he by himself?
He was on the stretcher by himself, but he had people helping him.
Yeah.
But I could tell this one guy was about to collapse.
Okay.
So I took his spot, and we got the guy to safety.
Mm-hmm.
And as that says a long story, I spent the day reading my little testament and all that stuff. You can imagine what goes on. And what happened the next day was even very momentous.
Was that the night you spent in the cave?
No, this was the next day after I got the guy in the stretcher up on a mountain.
Okay.
Well, the next morning there was a congregation of those people who had been in the same battle I just got out of. And we're there, made it out, swapping stories, drinking coffee. And somebody says, hey, your canteen cup's leaking. It had shrapnel holes in it. And it had been on my back.
Yeah.
Anyway, the interesting part of the morning there, when we all got together, what was left, drinking our coffee, somebody came along and said, hey, the president just died. Roosevelt.
Yeah.
And here's the interesting part of that. One of the people said, who the heck cares? Half of us will be dead tomorrow. And that's the end of that story.
What did you think about that moment?
And I got the Bronze Star.
Well, you cut out a lot.
Out, and I helped other people out.
I understand, but you cut a lot out. It was that rough.
I know I cut a lot out, but I was trying to make it short. It goes on and on and on.
Well, we'll go back in a little more.
And my company commander made it out, but my one buddy who got the Congressional Medal of Honor killed a lot of Japanese that day, but he saved a lot of his own boys, and that's why. And that was next door to where the other fellow got the Congressional Medal of Honor, and he's one of my buddies, but he didn't make it. But that's a quick story.
Which night did you spend in the cave?
I didn't spend the whole night in the cave. I spent all day long in the cave polishing my bullets.
Yes.
And reading my Bible. I read my Bible and then polish the bullets, wondering how many I could get before they got me.
What else did you do that day? You got the guy out on the stretcher. You brought water and radios, didn't you, running them?
I don't remember it all, but I do know that.
When'd you get shot?
Huh?
When'd you get shot?
Oh, that was on the other side of this Hacksaw Ridge, on the west side of Okinawa. There was Kakazoo Ridge, where I'm talking about, Hacksaw Ridge, where they made the movie, and Conical Peak. I was going down from Conical Peak to get water for our outfit. And when I was coming up with the water, the guy shot at me 9 times. And he finally, thank God, shot me in the leg. And I got to come home.
Thank God, not for the guys that were thirsty the last run.
So that's my quick story of Okinawa.
That was quick.
But you know, I had a lot of buddies. I came back to my outfit after that, and I said, where's so-and-so? He had a huge...
After they drug your ass back?
After I got out of that whole mess and got back to my outfit, I said, where's so-and-so? He had a real deep foxhole, man. I thought he was safe. They said a man came right straight in and went all the way down in his foxhole and killed him. And another one of my buddies got hurt, who was from Cleveland, and his wife was going to Ohio State, and my girlfriend, or his girlfriend at the time, was in Columbus, and they got together. Mm-hmm. And after we both got shot and got out, we were all reunited, and you talk about crazy odds.
Yes.
I never think anything's impossible anymore. That's a short story. I could elaborate,
Fair enough.
but that's basically what happened. But as they said, when I got out of it, my canteen leaked. But the other thing I remember is when they said Roosevelt died, and then one fellow said, "Who cares? Half of us will be dead tomorrow." And he was right.
Hey, you guys were busy.
But I was one lucky boy. I went through a lot. I got shot, but it was not a disabling thing.
So why'd you win a Bronze Star?
Because I stayed and I helped people out, carried stretchers and that sort of thing. I didn't take off for home, so to speak. In a way I did, but it was stopped and worked on the way.
Mm.
And that's why I got the Bronze Star.
So what lesson do you take from that to people nowadays?
You know what? I look at that today and I wonder, all this time I'm sitting there reading the Bible and thinking about dying. I wonder after what happened afterwards, helping save a man and helping take care of other people. I don't know. I just look back and think, well, maybe he didn't want me to go yet. Honestly. Because I was helping other people. And I'm not bragging or complaining. It's just when I look back, I think, oh, maybe he had a purpose yet.
What do you think about the value of helping other people or your community?
Well, I've always tried to do that. I'm not bragging, but I like people and I like to help people. I was in the helping people business. But you know, that's just me. I grew up in the military. My dad was in both World Wars.
What'd you do for your career?
What?
What'd you do for your professional career?
Well, I was an optometrist. And I loved it because I was in the helping people business. And I loved people. And I like all kinds of people. I got some I don't think as much of, but you know, that's just me. I love people. And that's why I liked what I did as a career, because I was working with people. And I grew up in Hawaii as a kid, going to school with people who almost didn't know all the combinations of their ancestry, you know.
Right.
And I just, that was me. I don't know, that's a little disjointed. I thought I had this all talked out for you, but I'm sorry if I didn't. But basically, that's the background of some of it. And even when I got shot, it couldn't have been a better wound to
Right.
get me out of
You got to
where
do
I
your
was.
time and get out.
Yeah, the Lord was looking after me all the way, and I can't say enough about that.
Did you feel like you did everything you could when you were there?
I don't know if I did everything I could, but I tried to do my share.
Yeah.
When I got shot was because I volunteered to do something I thought was my turn.
I thought you said never volunteer for anything in the military.
I know, but I did because I thought it was my turn
Yeah.
to do what I went to do. And as things happen, it was the best decision I ever made because it got me shot and got me home.
Fair enough.
That's it in a nutshell.
What was your outfit called?
96th Division, we were called the Deadeyes, and we were famous for one thing, several things, but the one thing we were famous for, my outfit killed more of the enemy in one day's combat than any division in the history of the United States Army. And my whole division got the Congressional Medal of Honor, I think they called it, but for a unit. But that was it. We lost a lot of our own men, but we got more of them than anybody else.
What do you think of different people in different countries and different cultures nowadays?
Well, I pretty well know a lot about it, and I know and have met some of the people who don't like us, and I can tell you who they are. But other than that, I like people from other countries. I figure I can learn from them, and I enjoy them because they're different. But people, oh, I love the different people. When I was in practice, I had people from all over coming into this little town of Sydney that were wonderful, and I enjoyed them. Of course, I grew up with them in Hawaii as a kid. But everything changes. You do the best you can. And I've had a pretty good life. And I got a good grandson, and he's got a doll of a wife.
Fair enough. Anything you want to tell them about the holidays?
This holiday?
Yeah.
Well, I lost my wife. You know that. But I'll do the best I can.
What do you want to tell them about the holidays?
She's a doll.
I know.
You're lucky.
My wife?
Yep, she's a great gal. And so's her family.
I appreciate it. What do you want to tell all the boys watching?
Tell the what?
What do you want to tell all the boys watching?
Tell the boys?
Yeah, all the boys watching.
I always tell people, have fun. Have all they allow. And if they don't allow enough, cheat.
Okay, fine.
I don't believe in cheating except if it's to have fun.
What was the other saying about a highball?
A highball?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Have a nice day, and if you don't, have a highball?
No, I always tell everybody, have fun. But if they don't allow, have all they allow, and if they don't allow, cheat.
Now, you got to be careful about saying things like that nowadays.
I know, but I don't care. At my age, who gives a hoot? What are you going to do? Kill me? I'm ready.
Oh, come on.
Holy mackerel, I never expected to live this long.
Well, I can understand that from some things that you've had to do.
But you know, I always felt this way. If you can keep a laugh and keep a sense of humor, you'll do better.
I agree. All
really
right.
and truly. Try to laugh and have a sense of it. And as I tell everybody, have all the fun they allow, and if they don't, cheat.
Yeah.
That's my philosophy. Now, I'm not saying I don't have bad days, but I still try to think of it the other way.
You want to say anything about a new year?
A new year?
Yeah.
I hope we get some of the craziness out of here and get back on what we ought to be thinking about. Because we got some crazy stuff going on, and I think anybody with brains knows what it is.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And I know because I love history. I've always loved history. Crap, I lived part of it.
I know. All right.
Thanks. And thanks for everything you and your dear wife have done for me.
Of course.
I want that on the I want that on it. I want that recorded.
On record. All right. In the meantime, hope you all enjoy your holiday season and the new year to come.
Oh, this is unreal. You shouldn't have done this, but I appreciate it.
Oh, come on. All right. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. See you next time.
I'm not too damn old to have fun. Okay?
Yeah. It'd be nice when this person gets out of the way, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, you're already going over the speed limit.
No, I'm not.
You could tell a P-38 the minute you could hear it. It's because of the different sound. Hot damn, I swear, let's go. Wow!
Porsche, lame.
With the bomb on board and he had one of the keys. You're shaking my guts out.
Uh-huh. Feels good, doesn't it?
I've never done anything like this before, so
That's all right. Neither have I, technically.
I hope my bag teeth don't show.
They might. What's up, people? I am going car shopping today with my grandfather. Car shopping in this circumstance refers to my grandfather and I going looking at Lamborghinis and having a great drive because the owner said we could. Neither one of us can actually afford any of this stuff. So it is World War II vet, greatest generation ever, that guy, and millennial, this guy, go exotic car shopping if I know how to drive a car. I should probably put the key in the ignition. Do you think that'd help?
Yeah.
Hey, that works. So we're gonna go to a place called the Toy Barn in Dublin, Ohio. They got a lot of nice exotic cars, and the owner was nice enough to let us go have a little fun in them. I don't know what we're gonna drive.
What we doing?
You got anything you want to ride in?
No, I'm having fun just getting out and listening to that noise.
Yeah?
I love that sound.
What was the first car you bought at a dealership?
First car I bought at a dealership was that after World War II, I had my name in and deposits on 3 different cars, and the first one that came in was a Mercury.
Yeah?
So I bought it, and it was loaded. It had overdrive and, you know, all the latest gadgets right after WW2. Well, my dad was one of those people who taught that one of the two things he taught me: if you don't have the money, don't buy it. My dad was lifetime military, both world wars.
Yeah?
And he was stationed in Hawaii.
What branch?
He was plain Army, but what his job was in there, he at Fort Shafter, which was the head of the Hawaiian command there, he was down in a hole on the base at what they called the Pineapple Pentagon.
Okay.
Deep, dark, secret type stuff.
Yeah? What branch were you in?
I was in infantry.
Army?
Army infantry. But I trained in San Francisco with the Marines because my outfit landed at least on Okinawa. We were on one side and the Marines went in side by side with us.
Yeah?
We went south, they went north, but I was really Army.
I got you.
But trained with the Marines for amphibious landings.
I got you. Hey, did you hear my Marine friend Chris just found out he's going to be flying jets?
That's great. That's great. Well, my brother flew jets and my brother-in-law flew jets.
What was the first car you bought after World War II?
Well, my first car, was after we got married. As I said, my dad said, you don't buy it unless you got the money in the pocket. So we saved enough money and bought the latest thing out in the Mercury, and we always laugh. We named the car Count.
Count?
The Count.
Why?
Because that was our whole daggone bank account. It went into the car. So my wife named it the Count.
Uh-huh. What was the sportiest car you ever had?
I had a Cadillac
Caddy?
two-door.
Yeah? When? What year? You remember?
I don't remember. I had so doggone many cars because I was a car nut, because we never had a car when I was a kid at home, and I didn't have one until after World War II.
Yes?
So when I finally got one, I kind of went nuts over cars.
Yes.
And I had a whole bunch of them. I had the first Mercedes in Shelby County,
Ohio.
the county where we lived at the time in Sydney. And that was interesting. I waited in line with my money deposited to buy a Volkswagen.
Yes.
And they're
Volkswagen.
I had to buy a little Volkswagen.
A Beetle?
Beetle.
Oh, jeez.
and every time I'd go in, well, it was longer. I had longer wait, and finally discovered they were lying to me.
Really?
Because a guy came in off the street and it told him the same time they were telling me, and I'd waited forever. I said, "Give me my money back," and I went and talked to the Mercedes dealer.
And you bought a 190?
Yeah,
That's a pretty nice car.
4-door, yellow.
Oh, okay.
And that would of course, like all my cars, they had a story.
Yeah?
He told me how much he wanted for the Mercedes, and I said, I don't pay full price. And he said, well, we don't discount Mercedes. And I said, then I don't buy the Mercedes. Well, anyway, he knocked $300 off of it.
Yeah. What do you think of this car?
Well, for an old man, it's hard to get in and out of, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like all that vroom vroom that goes on.
Truth is, it's hard to get in and out of for a young man, too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Nice rider. I like the sound.
Hey, you used to tell me you could tell the difference between fighter planes because of the sound.
Yes.
Which one sounded different? Because
The biggest one that made well, I'm standing in the backside of a mountain,
yeah,
getting ready to invade another one in Okinawa. And we're all eating out of our mess kits. And I said, wait a minute, hush, 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 what's the matter? I had real good hearing back in those days. P-38s, and by golly, here they came. Because mostly what we had were airplanes off of the carriers, you know.
Oh yeah.
But P-38, you could tell a P-38 the minute you could hear it. It's because they had a different sound.
Yeah, they had two engines and superchargers.
Oh, they had a sound that you just loved.
Yeah, you like that?
Oh, I loved it.
What about a Mustang? Were there many Mustangs out there, or were there more Curtiss-like Warhawks and such?
We had mostly, being we were amphibious with all the Navy, we had mostly carrier planes.
I got you.
But then as soon as we clear a landing field, then military P-38s would come.
Yeah, I got you.
I think the guy's name was Bond, who was quite a famous warrior.
Oh yeah.
Shot down a lot of planes. We could tell when he came, he was just different.
The guy or the plane?
The guy driving when he came over in his plane, you knew who it was.
Yeah.
He just flew that sucker different than other people.
Harder?
Ah, yes. And wow, well, you know, it was funny, but we could tell when Bond was in that airplane.
Really?
Yes, I don't know why. That's a long, long time ago. But I know that we knew when he came. And he was always doing these rollovers, you know, like he's having a good time and he just shot somebody down.
Yes.
You know.
He was all proud of himself, so he was doing rolls over you guys?
Yeah, he was. Well, he should have been proud. He was one of the best ones we had. And in one place we were stationed out in the boonies in Leyte, we used to watch the American planes chasing the Japanese planes, and more than once we could see the smoke coming out. We knew they were going down.
Yeah.
But
the Japanese planes?
Yeah. We had front row seats.
You ever get a motorcycle?
No, I rode the back end of a motorcycle when I was about 4th grade or younger, and the man was a school teacher and he was taking all the kids. He got a new motorcycle, taking all of them for a ride. Took me for a ride.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I didn't like it, and I've never been on a motorcycle since.
That's all right.
And I was just a little kid, but I loved bicycles. I was a nut on a bicycle, but not a motorcycle. And I like cars.
Yeah.
And I had a bunch of them, you name it.
So this place we're going today, they've got all kinds of stuff. They'll have Corvettes and Mercedes and McLaren, probably Ferrari, Lamborghini, all that fancy stuff. I don't know, Rolls Royce or something. What do you think about that?
I'd like to look at them and all, but I never, as I said, my only foreign car that I can think of that I have was Mercedes, and I had several of those.
So what should we do after we go test drive a car?
What are we going to do then?
Yeah, what do you want to do? Want to go get a drink?
We can go do whatever. I will have a little something to eat. I'm out for fun.
Well, we can have fun.
I'm not too damn old to have fun. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, hey, here's something we should talk about. Whenever I was younger and I'd get a car like this with bucket seats, you would tell me you wouldn't drive it and you wouldn't own it because it had lousy pickup. What did you mean by that?
Lousy pickup?
Yeah, you think this car has lousy pickup.
I don't know. We used to use pickup both ways.
Yeah?
One was, you know, performance.
Yeah.
And the other one, they used the pickup was do the girls like it.
Uh-huh, I think there was something else to it than that. You like those bench seats.
Yeah.
Why did you like those bench seats?
Well, you could snuggle better.
Oh man, they don't make bench seats anymore.
I know.
You think that's everybody's problem?
I don't know. It could be, you know.
Not bad, huh? It's scarlet and gray.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
So what were you saying you remembered?
I remember the car I bought that had the greatest effect positive on the whole family.
Yeah, what's that?
I bought, I think it was a Buick. First car with air conditioning.
Yeah?
And we drove, my father-in-law drove it. We went from Columbus to Chillicothe County and back
Yeah?
to relatives on a hot summer day, and everybody was thrilled with that car.
I bet they like the air conditioning.
So Grandpa had to go buy him a car with air conditioning.
There you are, look at that.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. All right. Well, Jeeps, we're just going to drive this thing around backwards all day. What do you think of that?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not as comfortable as the one you drove me over in.
It's not as comfortable?
No. Yeah, that's all right.
There's too many buttons.
Huh?
I'm being a bad millennial. I can't figure out all these buttons.
Oh.
Wait, what do we need air conditioning for? We're going to turn that off. Off. Where's off? There's off. How do you lower this thing? Yep.
Yep, should have brought my sunglasses, but I'm okay.
I'm lowering the front of the car. You
Keeping
get that?
Keeping the cap down.
That's all right. You got your Thunderbird hat on. Is that your favorite hat?
Yeah, I like the hat.
All right, here we go. Yeah, let's go left. Ready? What do you think?
Huh?
What do you think?
It's not comfortable.
It's
but-
not comfortable?
Huh.
Yeah, but it goes pretty fast.
Yeah, and it sounds good, but
It sounds okay.
But the seat in the other one was better.
Yeah. It's got a V10 kind of like the Viper, but it's in the back. The engine's in the back.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I've heard of Lamborghini, of course. Never
Yeah.
ridden in one.
Well, now you get to ride in a Lamborghini.
Yeah, and I have no idea what they cost.
A lot. They cost a lot.
Yeah.
I can't afford it. $150,000 for it, something like that,
Yeah.
depending on the year.
But they've been giving all kinds of fancy cars away this week on the Price is Right.
Yeah?
And they've been doing it all week.
There you go. Let's go. Okay, so GP, it's got a manual transmission, but I don't have to push the clutch. All I have to do is if I want to upshift, watch. That's it.
How we doing?
And watch this, when I downshift, it blips the throttle for me.
How we doing?
That's so fancy pants people who can't drive can still buy it. That's okay. Here's the Shot Lane right here. The French restaurant.
Yeah, yeah. How we doing?
All right. Come on, you bunch of wankers, get out of the way. Ready?
Holy smokes. Oh,
Not bad, huh? I'm not even doing anything.
it might be fun to drive, but frankly, I like a
Oh, it's
little bigger,
beeping at
more
me.
comfortable car.
It's got no
myself.
gas.
Huh?
Oh, it beeps at me. It says we have low gas.
Yeah.
I guess that's so we don't run away with the car.
Yeah. I wouldn't buy it.
Why not?
It's not an old man's car.
No, it's not. It'll be fun tonight, though.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, time to go. We gotta get out of this traffic. You don't drive a car like this to show off. You drive a car like this to drive.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, just have fun. Don't give a crap. You know what I mean?
Okay, act dumb.
Yeah, act up, have fun.
Hot damn, I swear, let's go. Wow! Holy mackerel, Andy.
Yeah. That'd be nice when this person gets out of the way, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, you're already going over the speed limit.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Nope.
Nope.
Sounds like it anyway.
Nope. I'm your grandson. Would I ever go over the speed limit?
Yes.
What? No.
God dang, I swear this place has changed every time I come up here.
Which way should we go? I'm gonna go that way.
Yeah.
You ready? Let's go that way. Porsche, lame. Porsche, lame. Let's go. There we go.
You're shaking my guts out.
Uh-huh. Feels good, doesn't it?
Damn, no, I...
Yeah.
Hey, slow down there, Charlie Brown.
Hang on.
God damn,
You want to ride or you want to ride?
dang, I swear, shoot for me. Holy mackerel, Andy.
Maybe now you know why Bong was doing rolls and stuff when he felt good, right?
Yeah. God damn, I swear.
It's a little bit of fun, isn't it?
Huh?
It's a little bit of fun.
Yeah, for a young guy, but
You're having fun.
I'd get lost in this, buddy.
I know you're having. What do you mean you get lost in it?
Huh?
What do you mean you'd get lost in it?
Well, I'd pass up everything because they're going too fast.
Well, what do you want to stop for? It'd be more fun to go for a drive.
Holy smokes.
Sounds good.
Huh?
Sounds all right.
Yeah?
I need a rearview mirror. Make sure Justin's not over there. You know, it'd be funny
What?
if my cop buddy saw us and pulled us over.
Yeah.
He works in this area. All right, we got traffic. Out of the way, losers! There's a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Oh, the motorcycle. You having fun?
Yeah, I'm having fun, but I wouldn't drive it.
You wouldn't drive it, huh? I don't believe you. I have a feeling those guys are fans.
Yeah.
All right, hang on. We're going through the corner. Hang on, Barfield.
I'm on. God dang it, I swear.
It's a green light and a left turn, therefore you can pull out in the intersection there, person. Or we could just stay here forever and not go. Oh, you are a terrible driver, minivan. Terrible!
But there are some terrible drivers.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, it's Mary Margaret's favorite saying when we get out and something like that happens.
What's that?
All the idiots aren't home watching television.
That's accurate. Well, I guess idiots gotta go shopping too now and then.
Yeah.
Lamborghini sure likes to slip their factory clutches. You know, it's kind of funny. I'm rolling into the throttle super smoothly, But those, I assume this thing's fly-by-wire, means it's electronically controlled.
Yeah.
So I roll into it smoothly and the stupid butterflies just open harshly. I don't know, I wonder if they programmed it that way to feel fun.
I don't know.
I don't know, I guess that you can get used to it.
I don't understand these fancy cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It still's got 4 wheels and a steering wheel.
Yeah, I know, but I outgrew the 2 doors a long time ago. Ah,
Yeah.
that shows you my age.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Holy smokes, it jerked my guts out. Anyway.
You could go Ohio State tailgating in this car.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got anything you want to say to young people that are thinking about going into the military?
Going into the military?
Yeah, what would you say to young people?
The same thing I said to my brother. People say, well, don't volunteer for anything. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, I told my brother when he went in the military, don't volunteer for anything unless it's education.
Yes.
My brother couldn't be a pilot when he went in, so he became a navigator.
Yeah.
Then another thing opened up called
Electric countermeasures.
yes,
In the B-52.
B-52. And he was the guy that rode around circumnavigating Canada.
Yeah. In the Cold War with nukes, right?
With the bomb on board, and he had one of the keys.
Yeah.
He still wanted to be a pilot, and as he got older, he figured it wasn't going to happen.
Yes.
All of a sudden, they needed pilots. My brother became a pilot.
Yes.
He flew jets
Yes.
in Vietnam. He decided he wasn't going to do that anymore, and they said, what do you mean you're not going to do it anymore? He says, I'm tired of flying up and down. I want to go straight. And he actually got his way.
Uh-huh.
And when he retired, he joined the National Guard.
Yeah.
He
flew refueling planes then.
and then he doing refueling.
Yes.
And one of the planes in the museum in Dayton says Ohio National Guard on it.
Yeah.
My brother flew that to Germany and back.
Yes.
Now, the rest of the story, don't volunteer unless it's education. My brother went in as a recruit.
Yes.
When he retired from the National Guard, he was a lieutenant colonel.
So, are you...
What did it? Education. More and more education. And that's what I would tell anybody that's joining the military. Don't volunteer for anything unless it's education.
You got any other tips for them?
You what?
You got any other tips for young military people?
That's the biggest one. And I don't know. I just twice I did something that was absolutely, I knew better as a military kid. I told two sergeants where to head in, which, you can't do that. Both times, it's a long story, but it saved my back.
I understand.
So you got to use a little judgment. You don't just take orders that are absolutely, that you know are stupid.
Yes. I got another one for you, because we're almost back to the dealership. What did your dad tell you when he gave you that little cannon that said Valley Forge? What was his piece of advice or wisdom?
He gave me a little cannon. He got one for each one of his kids. And his comment, I want you to have this and I want you to remember, no matter how bad it gets.
That's normal life, right? No matter how bad it gets.
No matter how bad it gets, it won't be as bad as Valley Forge. And I'm telling you, I've studied, I've been there, I've done that, and I know history, and I'm beginning to think,
Yeah.
wait a little longer, it ain't gonna get better. We got problems.
So, on that note, for young people that want to do something better for the future, whether you're a civilian or a military person, what's the best way to make the future better as a person?
I'm not smart enough to tell you that, but as far as...
How about
Yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah?
But as far as I'm concerned, I always tell my dad what my dad's instructions were to me.
Yes?
And I've tried and I've done it. And it's paid off when it's looked like it wouldn't.
Yes.
Tell the truth. And if you don't have the money in your pocket, don't buy it. And when I look at some of the poor folks today that are in debt to the point where they may never get out.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. That's a good thought.
And then
People that are in debt?
they're saddled. Today, when they get so far in debt, they'll never get out.
Well, then here's a couple pieces of wisdom. Don't go in debt just for a fancy, pretty car. Work yourself, and when you can do it and enjoy it, right?
I told you I didn't buy my wife and I didn't buy a car till we could pay for it.
Fair enough.
That's
And how
why
about one last thing about the best way to make the future better? Stand up for good core values, huh?
Yes, and don't accept lies.
Fair enough.
And there's a lot of them around lying to you, and a heck of a lot of it's on television.
All right.
You gotta learn what's right, who's telling the truth, and be careful with those who don't tell you the truth. If they lie to you, take a walk.
Fair enough.
Take a walk.
Did you have a little bit of fun tonight?
This was an experience I never expected to have. And I would like to thank the people that made it available to us.
Sean at the toy barn.
Huh?
Sean at the toy barn. At the toy barn.
Yeah.
Nice people.
I will. Yes, they are. They're wonderful. And to let you do this.
Shall we go get dinner?
Yes.
All right. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Hope you guys tell these people to subscribe to my channel.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I have fun looking at it, and I know you.
All right.
I know when you're really kidding me.
Uh-huh. I hope you guys will like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe share your support for this really cool World War II veteran and doctor of optometry for over 50 years and big Ohio State Buckeye fan.
Well,
And he'll still like you even if you're a Michigan fan. See you guys next time. Let's go.
thanks.